Holding end portal frames. Placing water in the nether. Equipping stacks of armor. In old versions of Minecraft, all of these were possible in survival. My goal is to travel through old versions to collect discontinued features such as these. This is an impossible journey. Hello everybody, this is Wyvern Element here, and welcome back to an impossible journey. So, right now I am in chunks that I've generated in this version, Infdev 2010-0420. And right now I am gathering sand, which I will use to make a glass, which I'm going to use for some new exhibits in the museum, because today we're going to be updating to the version where buckets were added, and we can use that to move around lava. And since we can move lava, there's a lot of unintended places where you can put lava that won't be possible in future versions. So I'm going to gather up a little bit more sand, and I'll see you at my base. Alright guys, so I have updated to Infdev 2010-0617-1, and in this version we now have access to buckets. And that is cool because now we can do a couple of different discontinued features we're relating to liquids. So what I need is some water buckets. I probably should have grabbed another one back up there, but I'm going to go down into this strip mine here because instead of bedrock there is an infinite sea of lava. And this will regenerate every time I take a lava bucket out, so that means that I can get lots of lava buckets in this area of the world. Actually the entire world, but I believe there will not be bedrock here in future versions. So there we go. We now have 4 buckets of lava, which is going to be very good because that is what I'm going to need for the discontinued features for this version. There are a lot of discontinued things to do with lava and water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up to the museum and I will put them together. Alright, so here I am in one of the side rooms of the museum, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some water that is touching lava, and because in this version water touching lava actually doesn't make obsidian or cobblestone or anything. It just sits there and it looks kind of weird. So okay, that didn't go as planned. It flowed out a little bit, but I can just block it off, and okay, it flows very fast. So I need to do this quickly, or else it will, okay, so let's do, nope. This is actually very difficult to do. And then for some reason it acts like a source block even when it's not sometimes, and it won't flow out. Alright, so we need to go, let's try organizing my hotbar so that I can do this. The water flows out immediately, okay. So I need to figure out how to do this. Let's try... Wait, I got rid of the water. Okay, well I need to get a new water bucket. So let me do that. Alright. There we go. Now I need to get the, why is it? Okay, so I need to get the lava into the corners and then put the water in. Bruh. Wait, you can make an infinite lava source in this version, or something. That's actually pretty cool. It's not exactly what I was going for, but I guess you can do it. Let's try this, using glass. Oh, there we go. We got it. Perfect. And now I need to do the same... do the same thing. So I'm going to place glass here and here, because that's where the water is going to go on this layer. So I'm going to grab a few more water buckets, and for some reason the water isn't filling back in over here. But yeah, so this is going to be a little like checkerboard grid of lava and water, which I think is kind of cool because they're not supposed to be touching, but they are. So, it's so loud when they like collide. So I need, how do I do this? I need to get around on this side. Perfect. So now we have this nice cube of lava and water, and it just randomly hisses sometimes. Let's add a roof on top just to make the cube more even. So there's our lava touching water. Now I'm going to go head over into this room, and in this room I have some, I'm going to put some flowers that are touching water, because normally the water would wash the flowers away, but they're not going to in this room. So I just need to place some dirt in, and then place 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers, and then place water in the middle, and it just stays there. So I'm going to do that again on the other side, and then I am going to update. I decided that I need more resources, so I went out to newer chunks in the world to get some resources, because in this version caves generate, but the Infdev ore veins that are very large also still generate, and that is this version specific. So using these new chunks, I did a little bit of mining, and then I did a little bit more mining. And then I mined for a little bit more. Then I found diamonds, which was nice. And I continued mining. I also did a mining live stream. And finally, I did some mining. Alright, so I have updated to Infdev 2010-0625-2, and this is why you always make a backup of your world. See, if I load in the world, it immediately crashes. So basically, I had a chest in my world that crashed my game whenever I opened it. When I broke the chest, the world immediately crashed and I was not able to load back into it. So it's time to restore the backup of my world and not open or break that chest. Okay, so I am here on 1.8, and this is a copy of the world. I am in 1.8 so I can use spectator mode. So in Infdev, I loaded a ton of chunks, and now that I am on a copy using 1.8, I can just use spectator to find a dungeon, and I found this one right here, so I'm going to switch back to Infdev and walk to this spawner. Alright, here it is. This is the mob spawner that I was using 1.8 to find. So, let me just light this up real quick so that I can talk. So there's a chest and it's got some things. Ooh, saddles. Those are actually going to be useful in the future. So anyway, here's an interesting thing. So this is a spawner. Everybody knows that if you mine a spawner, it will break. You can't actually mine these and pick them up in survival mode. And so I'm just going to break this spawner, and yes. So in Infdev 2010-0625-2, you can actually mine and pick up spawners. Well guys, we're getting close to the end of the episode, so I have returned to the museum to place this spawner in the last room. Now if I place it, it becomes a pig spawner, but if I place a sign next to it and log out of the world, it will become a sign spawner, which is a spawner that has the entity data of a sign, and it will actually crash the game if I relog. So I'm not going to do that, but I will relog in the next version to show you the sign spawner. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to stay tuned for more videos and subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date on my content. And this is Wyvern Element signing out. See ya!